Greetings. My name is Sage Dreamers, and we are going to start a story one none have started before. In the world of Coreo, on a small island named Port Valor, which is usually a bustling city of merchants from all over the continents, bringing goods, trades, and a life unlike any other. However, those people are not here today. With the festival of the late King Arnold, everybody has moved onto the mainland. Well, not everybody, because as Port Valor is emptied from its locals, and the good willing merchants who are taking a good time within the capital moves in outlaws, pirates, poachers, beast tamers, who are currently celebrating their own festival, the Bloody Coats Festival. And as we fly from over this island and look upon a beautiful square taken over by different crews of different insignias, creeds, or even association, or even people looking for crews. That is not the right one. We see a fountain with different stalls installed around it, and a giant table in the middle where a bunch of dishes have been put out, and some people sitting at the table starting to eat different kinds of meats, vegetable, and dishes from all across the continent. We look over to the side of the square where stalls have been put out. On one of the stalls, Ariel, I'd like you to describe your character and explain what kind of stall would your character be handling right now.
Well, right now, and also, first of all, I'm just gonna Foundry. I'm just gonna just. I'm sorry, but you'll have to. Not Foundry. What's your name again? Little bot. Kenku. Yeah,
Cayde,
Kenku. You're
yes.
just going. So yeah. So right now, the little Calico is playing in how do you call this? Those little game at carnivals where you shoot at balloons or tin can, having the
Beautiful.
best time of his life, having the best time of his life, and also he kind of knows that it's rigged because the game is rigged from the start, but he got some tricks too, to have what he wants, and so sometimes when he feels he's about to miss the target, he just used some of his abilities and just magically succeed.
Beautiful. Thank you. Uh, I don't think you describe how your character looks like.
I think I never did.
Did my brain just fog up? Okay, then go for it.
Yeah. So I can describe it. My character is a Triton.
Mm-hmm.
He is like the mix of a man and fish. More like man appearance. Of course, he's a fishman. He has leg, he has arms, and his name is Steve.
No, 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 no. Don't start. Don't start.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Leave Steve out of this, please.
Leave my wife's name out of your freaking mouth.
Oh god. Please continue describing Calico.
But yeah, he has a blue skin. Even if it's not skin, it's scale. Scale? Is it scale?
Scales.
Fish?
Yes.
Scales. And I just really need to see how he looks again. I just remember he has like hairs. For a fish, it's weird, but he has hairs, long black hairs, if I'm correct.
Long black hair, indeed.
Yeah. And I don't remember what he's wearing, but oh yeah, he's here. Oh, hello you. So here it is. He's beautiful. Is it really hairs? Oh, he has blue. Oh, blue shade. Hello. So yeah, that's my character. That's how he look like, and also he's so adorable. Oh, look at him. Who would want to hurt? Who would want to hurt this cutie pie? You know.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Calico, you are currently playing this shooting game where
Yep.
you indeed know that it's rigged, like most of the paying games that are on this side of the island. But it's still fun to try. So how about you roll me the first check of the campaign and make it a sleight of hand?
And let's go. Okay. Am I? Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, I'm strong with that. Let's go. Normal, and that's the first nat 20. That's the first nat 20, guys. Let's go.
Oh,
The streamer roll.
Let's go.
no
Yay!
way, Chad.
That's beautiful.
First checks, first nat 20.
What happens
What?
is you have in front of you 3 wooden ducks that you are supposed to shoot down to gain a prize. Except for anyone with a keen eye, you would see that the ducks are actually on metal poles. Really thin metal poles that can be pulled back if somebody walks near the store by just kicking at it. The thing is, shooting at it is not going to make it go down. So the thing that happens is you shoot the duck in such a way that it shakes the table enough for all of them to go down at the same time. And the rugged man, which is near the stall, who was a second ago taking a nap, suddenly gets awakened by this loud knock of the 3 ducks against the side of the table. What's what's going on? Hmm? I wasn't sleeping.
He see him wake up. He says nothing. He just point at where the dog's supposed to be, indicating that he won.
Huh? How the fuck did he do that?
And you see, and he see him pretty proud. He's like, yeah.
And as you celebrate this new victory, we are gonna pan over to another side of the current festival. And Smaug, would you like to describe your character and perhaps tell me where or what you would be doing right now?
So at the moment, this roughly 5'8" human woman, some very slick, wavy black hair and a bright blue eye shining in the sunlight, is clicking her boots along the pavement, walking by all the very obvious scam sites, stretching as she walks by the fountain, letting the little what's the term for water that's splashing off of a splash? I guess letting the droplets
Yeah.
splash.
Droplets?
Yeah, the droplets splash against her face, and the. Sorry, I was also stretching at that exact moment. Funnily
It's
enough,
fine.
letting the wind blow back her coat a bit before making sure it's tied as to not show off too much. She's currently dressed in captain's attire, but unlike most captain's hats, she actually has some strange teal occult symbols across it. The standard Jolly Roger in the middle of her hat, still nonetheless, but these odd symbols dancing across it almost. She's incredibly covered up, even covering one of her eyes, more so to hide certain defining characteristics, but not exactly trying to hide who she is as well. Right now, she's really just observing the people losing money and wondering how much these people are really making compared to people who go out and just take the money instead of persuading them to give it to them.
Well, as you look around, indeed, you see blue, more teal-skinned Triton currently winning a very rigged shooting game. You can tell instantly that it's rigged because somehow he won, and the pirates that was ending the stall is looking at the ducks almost as if they fell out of the sky. And as you look over at the other stands. I will ask you to make a perception check, and I will ask somebody else to make a check that was agreed upon in advance. Make it a private check, please. Normally you should be able to do that.
Oh wait, was this supposed to be to me that was a private check, or?
No. Somebody else. It's a private
Okay.
check. The person who
Yeah,
it
okay.
is.
Look, man, I was making sure. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely par for the course. And I'm getting flashbacks to the one shot already.
Oh, it's completely okay.
No, I just think it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm well aware of my average roll on a d20 not being very high.
Oh my god.
But I don't
Look,
think
it's
that's
supposed to
private.
be like
That
an
was
11.
not private, but
However-
that's completely okay because what happens is, Cassandra,
Mhm.
you look around and it's not until somebody steps a few steps away from you that you realize that one of your pouches on the side of your belt has been unhooked and taken away. However, as you look behind you in the crowds, you cannot tell right away who has taken the pouch. But let's pull away the curtain and... Alex, I will ask you to describe your character right now.
Well, my character is Rafael Blacktide. He's a human male. He has like this short, almost medium-ish, wavy brown hair. His very distinctive feature is he wears like a dark bluish coat and he has a lot of pouches on him. A crazy amount of pouches. And he would be walking through the crowd, holding something in his hand.
My only question is, would you be considering the fact that you just have taken this pouch?
No, of course. Like I'm trying to blend in with the crowd.
Wonderful. I will ask everyone in this square currently to make a perception check.
Everyone on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Perception.
I have got to stop clicking the X on my sheet. It's gonna drive me insane.
Okay.
Having to open it constantly.
I'm going to be a medium. Like, I'm going to do the first nat one also. Let's go.
That was
Almost.
close. That was really close.
Almost.
That was
That's a
almost a
two.
that one.
That's
What
a two.
happens is, Calico, you are looking at the stand, and as the man gives you an octopus plushie with a very weird head, it looks like a frog head. It's kind of weird. You are very distracted by this very, very cute plushie, and as it kind of turns his head, wait, what? It's turning its head. This is an actual physical creature. He's just giving you a frogtopus. Rafael, you are focused on the task at hand, blending in. You don't necessarily notice what happened, but Cassandra, you are looking around, trying to discern who has just taken your pouch away from you. And you look at the distance of the dog, and you're the first one to notice the smoke in the distance.
Sounds profitable.
BBQ time.
She's gonna like shrug it off. She's used to being robbed. Par for the course.
Well,
And
that
start working towards the smoke.
that would be the first thing that you tell until you see a cannon being shot at one of the ship on the ports. And suddenly all of the partying and chatter that is around kind of stops as another shot rings out. Another ship is hit. And then another one.
Wait a minute. My ship is over there, isn't it?
No, it's not. We agreed on
Okay.
that a while back. Um,
You know my memory.
it's completely
Wait a
okay.
minute.
You know for a fact that your ship is not here, and at that moment you feel a tiny bit of relief as you know that your ship is not in the line of those ships getting shot at. And actually, you would recognize pretty quick, especially with the 19, that pretty much all the ships that have been hit had a black flag on it. And
Oh fuck, it's the feds.
and exactly as you realize that fact, Rafael, I will ask you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
God.
Oh. Whoa, interesting. A dex saving throw, you're saying sage.
Yes. Beautiful. Mars, I will ask you to describe your character with the understanding that you are falling from the sky.
Very well then. Alright, so everybody can hear kind of a high-pitched scream somewhere from above them. And anybody with sharp enough vision would see a small, unusual-looking creature, one that is not from this world. He's best described as a cat boy, probably around 3'6". Hair split down the middle of black and white.
Oh god.
What is that? At a glance, there's really not a whole lot to tell. The rest of them looks human, as far as from what you can tell. His ears are back, like a cat when they're really pissed off. He's like, I'm so tired of this shit happening to me! And he is sailing through the air. And I don't know why yet. Maybe he got shot out of a cannon.
Actually, no. Remulus, a moment ago, you were in a different world, in a different place, with an entity that has just burned something into you. And as you fell through this hole, you currently find yourself feeling both the pain and the high wind of your fall as you land directly on Rafael.
Ow! What? Where did you come from?
Woo! Thanks for the save!
Oh my god, you take 6 points of damage, Rafael.
Oh,
That is
heavier than
bad.
he looks. I guess he is wearing, half plate, so he does a little bit of bludgeoning damage.
Indeed.
You
And
just make a you just make
Well.
a chaos. And what?
to now
What?
describe what is currently going on at the Arbor. Because most of the people, most of the pirates would be now running to the ports to see what is happening. You would indeed see in the distance ships harboring a white sail. Actually, a northwest sail. An ivory sail. And for most of you, either outlaw or people from the Lithide Ocean, you would recognize those as the Feds of the Sea, the Ivory Coats.
Oh,
Why
no.
they are attacking today on a national holiday is a very good question. That so far, nobody has the answer to, because pirates are preparing to fight. And I will ask you, all of you, what do you plan on doing?
Failing. They haven't hit my ship, so this might be the only time I have any instance of good luck.
I dust myself off, looking at my hand, because that's where the searing pain is still coming from. But I see that the Popo are on the way, and I think maybe I should probably slink away.
Okay, so we got 2 of them who are bolting. What about you, Rafael and Calico?
Well, first things
Well-
first, I would stand up. Yeah, I would also bolt. Definitely. Hide somewhere.
Noted. Calico.
If people have the little emotes which represents Calico's emotion, you'll see he's kind of maybe
I forgot about
Worried.
that.
he's worried, and I think that if people look at him, you just wait. I think you just saw him like mount the stairs, then go back. Like he don't know what to do. He's just like, eh, eh, eh. You see him kind of like panicking.
Well, as you see the rest of the crew running away, because at this point, if everybody's bolting, there is no direction other than ports, except the streets. And as you would go alongside the docks of the town, you would see that most of the pirates that were here either are going down to their ship or going down to another place, which is the opposite direction from yours right now. You don't really know, most of you, why you're going in this direction, but for Rafael and Cassandra, you do know. And how I will explain this is there is a secret port on the side of the town, which usually pirates use on this very, very guarded, usually, city, but now it's the festival, so you should be fine. But there are actually a few rowboats that people could use to get in and out of the city, used by some merchants. At least you think there would be. However, as the cannons keep firing, I will ask everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh, shyster.
What? I'm at 3 HP, Sage.
What makes you think it's gonna be a fight?
There is no encounter.
There's no combat encounter,
Oh,
and you're
my bad.
currently viewed thing.
Yeah, you always have. Remember, you
I
always
always
have.
forget that. Anyways,
Yeah, don't worry, me too. Who did it for?
Rafael.
Wow,
Yo, not a bad roll.
the nat one.
Oh
Damn,
my god.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
are
two
off to a
night
great
ones?
start.
that's the first nat one.
Am I missing
I'm a little
someone?
slow after falling 30 feet.
Yeah, me.
Okay, there we go.
I'm slow after
Hey, at least it
someone
wasn't
falling
more.
straight on my head.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and the one who fall on your head is slower.
Yeah. I got short legs. Give me a break.
So what we are going to start is a chase. It's a chase scene. As you guys are running towards the hidden port, for some of you, it's more following the others than anything else. For Cass and Rafael, I would guess that it is to get to the rowboats, or maybe to hide in the other side of the city. You hear some people behind you screaming that it is the Ivory Coats. That they are coming and to stand at arm. And as you hear those people screaming, people with cutlass, people that you have seen playing around a few minutes ago, you hear some fighting ensue. And eventually, as you continue running down the streets, you see from one end coats coming up. They will be always at the end of initiative because you guys were running first. But I will ask Cassandra, what do you want to do?
I am going to take the dash action, which gives me 70 feet of movement.
Mhm.
I'm going to run directly up to these people to, like, I don't know, 5 feet or so. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step 30 feet behind them and keep running.
Okay.
She's like shaking her left arm afterwards because that still feels weird, but nonetheless,
Beautiful. So you would say that you are 60 feet ahead.
something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Well, she has 35 feet of movement, so I don't know how far away they were exactly from me.
Well,
To get, like,
if
up
we
to
had
them,
to
but-
physically point it, which now I will put your tokens somewhere
It's-
so you can.
In
do the same.
total, it's 100 feet of movement this turn, to put it
You
simply.
guys are very tiny, but I'm not gonna resize them again. If you had to, in a way, explain this, the guys on this side, and what you just did was just like bolt ahead.
Yep.
They weren't really in your way, but they were starting to show up. Let's say they were where what I'm guessing is a pigeon is. Yeah, that's a pigeon.
I was just doing my best bet to confuse them like get them ready to start swinging on somebody, and then just turn into a nice seafoam breeze.
Beautiful. In that case, I will ask you to go to the combat encounter and click on enter.
Combat encounter. That's not that one. Is it? Yes, it is. For some reason, it keeps popping up my thing,
Oh yeah,
which
okay,
is
yeah.
mildly infuriating.
That's your feet in the sword. I thought something was.
I couldn't have asked for a better situation to do that. Honestly, I was like,
I am
wait,
very excited.
why
to
would
make
I go,
this
why would I
weapon, so-
misty step into an alleyway? I can just misty step through them.
Yeah.
Like I could go to the roofs, but then it's acrobatics checks, and that's a hassle. We're just gonna keep running on the street
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm just gonna mute myself.
and pray to God that they don't remember who I am. And then again, who's crazy enough to run at the police?
Yeah, good question.
Okay,
Whoever's turn is next, you can start telling what you want
it's
to do.
mine.
Okay, go for it.
So, what I'm going to do is I think I'm gonna cast a spell. I don't know how how it will work, but it's silent image. I think the translation is,
Mhm.
and I'm going to create like an image of me, and I don't know if we can flavor it, but I want to use it to make it follow me and like being who's who. You don't know.
Interesting.
And so, and to describe how he casts the spell, you just see those people who's after them, and you just see him doing like what looks like gangster sign.
What the
Like
fuck?
he's doing hand sign.
Okay.
You
So
know?
it's like the Naruto summoning.
Summoning
Exactly.
jutsu.
But for people, they think that he's doing gangster sign, and there's just and silent time, and there's just like another him, and and he just run with the image, and sometimes they switch place to be like in the confusion who's the real one.
Okay.
And so I'm just gonna like, do I cast it or I can just remove the spell slot?
I will say it's a spell, right? So you're supposed to
Yeah,
remove
also-
the spell slot if you
yeah.
do that. I will just
Yeah.
say roll deception at advantage.
At advantage. Okay. I am a master of deception. You don't know who's the real one. At advantage, you said.
No, actually, it's a deception straight. It's for something
Oh,
else.
normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, normal. I am a master of deceit. And that's a 14.
Interesting.
You don't know me. And I'm gone.
Sure, it rolls both. Interesting. So with this natural one of the ivory coats that turns towards you as you run up, tries to slash at you, but actually stops right there and starts getting confused. Guys, there's two of them now, and is completely confused by what you just did. If you'd run up and join behind Cassandra.
Yep.
You would be about 30 feet behind her. She's right up ahead. You can end your turn unless you want to do something else.
Unless running, or maybe just he's panicking, so there's nothing else to do. I'm just
Okay, go for it. Rafael, you've just seen the woman that you just robbed, and the Triton body run past those guards, both using magic. What do you want to do?
Yeah. First question, Sage. What we see on the image, is there truly there?
We could say so, sure.
I would like to use my movement to go to that apothecary or potion shop or what seems to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Is the door open or closed or locked?
You run up to the shop, and you find that the door handle has been bashed in and that it is opened.
All right, then I will try to step inside and hide inside there.
Okay, roll me a stealth check. You run up to that house, and as you hide behind the counter in front of the windows, you see one of the guards, kind of younger, uh, actually might seem to be your age, look towards some noise he seems to hear from your direction, and you can tell that he's seen you, but so far you don't know if he's running up towards you.
Okay.
By my
That's-
guess, was that your action?
Yeah.
Okay. I will let you end your turn.
Yes, I would like to end my turn.
Go for it.
How do I do that?
You go to the combat encounter, and at the bottom you
Oh,
have end your turn.
okay. Yeah.
Remulus, what you have seen is a pirate-looking like woman, fish-like men, run up ahead past a group of guards. Next to you, there is a rugged-looking man that just ran inside of a random building, and now you are facing those guards. What do you do?
Okay. All right. So Remulus knows he's a little slower than everybody else. He knows that he is the proverbial friend that gets caught by the bear while all the other ones escape in this situation.
Look,
So
we're just
he
looking at it. I thought about it.
he's going to play to the strengths that he knows he has, that he has been taught that he has over time, and he is going to act like a small child that is just playing around with the birds over there. And he's going to actually point the wrong direction, like back down the alley, and he's gonna go, I saw some scary people go that way.
Oh my god. I want to make you roll deception, which
Uh-huh.
at first I would have made you do at advantage, but the thing is they've seen all three of those. So
Okay.
I'll just say roll it straight and we'll see what the dice tells us.
Okay. All right. Where are you? Deception. And of course, it's one of my bad rolls. Let's see. What do we get? Oh, shit. That's 2 in a row, isn't it? 2 nat ones.
Shit. I mean, we know Remulus has bad luck, but like still, that's a 0.
Yeah.
You
Is
You
this
rubbed his
three-
bad luck on me when he fell from the sky.
Yeah.
Like, is legitimately 3 nat ones in the same chase sequence?
actually, yeah.
Yep.
I'm so glad that I didn't like do anything that requires a
2 of them
roll.
on me.
Like, I'm just gonna keep running. This is
I-
simple, plain, book it.
As you say that,
The bear's already distracted. Just keep going, bro.
As you say that's the god, the first one that's next to you, kind of starts kneeling down to you like you're a child, and then he looks you right up in the face and just
Mhm.
That's
you're
a grown
coming with
man.
us. And
Wait a minute.
he's going to attempt to try and grapple you.
Okay.
Grapple checks. I think it says.
I don't remember
unarmed.
if it's the same in 2014, but it's like unarmed strike to hit, and then you
Yeah.
elect to not deal damage.
The thing
instead
is,
grapple.
he doesn't have unarmed, so it's just strength, right? The bonus to unarmed.
I believe it is, and I think it's a save.
Yeah, on your
At the
side it's
start
gonna
of
be a
your turn, it's
save,
contested.
and on his side he has 2 hits, so he might just not be able to. Slash roll 120. That's a 4. Also, why Calico is running it, don't ask me, I have no idea.
Collaborating with police to bring me down.
He tries to grab you. Do you
I'm
do
a lot
any
like
heavier than I
self-harm?
look, it turns out. I do actually. I scream in like the most childlike way that I can. I go, police brutality!
And with that, he actually you slip out of his
Jeez.
grasp, and he doesn't grab on you.
Sweet.
I would say you still have your movement if you want to do anything with that.
I probably should. I'm gonna.
This has been a very interesting trip already.
Yeah. Well, only more police wait for me if I go back down the alley, so I guess I'm going to go that way.
Okay, you use your movement to go up, and with the
Yep.
snarling screech that you just used, the guard seems distracted by you. We will
Right.
go up again to Cassandra. Cassandra, you arrive at the end of the streets, where you know there is a little stairway going down to the hidden cove. As you right in front of it, I would ask you to roll me investigation, as you see that there are multiple boulders that have been stacked on top of the stairs, blocking its entry completely.
Multiple top of the stairs.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Skill checks are under the gear for some reason.
Oh, it's probably because you're trying to modify your character?
No, it's like on the character sheet alone. It's all under.
Huh?
Uh,
That's weird.
it's like there's actions and then there's skills and checks, and it's bag spells.
Oh yeah,
No,
action
that's-
is the weird thing that they did. I don't really know how it's supposed to work yet, but usually there wasn't action. It was straight up details. It's a new thing they added. With an 8,
No.
you look at the boulders the way they're stacked on stairs. The only thing you get from that, with the urgency of the situation, is somebody is trying to forbid anyone to get to the hidden ports. But why yet? Either it's a guess or you're not sure.
So how large are these boulders? Are they like larger than I am, or
Big ass boulders.
big ass boulders?
If I had to
Like,
compare them, do you see the tide breakers, the thing they usually have on the beaches to
yeah.
yeah, that it would be that sort of stuff, except it's boulder size.
So if I were to melt a hole in the middle of one, it probably wouldn't collapse on me, right?
You want to melt rock, is what I'm hearing.
I was thinking of dissolving it, yes, with acid damage.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I thought you were gonna use fire.
No, a chromatic orb. It's great. I can make it be any type of damage. Well, not any type, but most types.
So are you trying to figure out if it will fall upon you? Knowing that the stairs go down, I would just straight up tell you, like, it's not going your way, it's going down. But are you trying to figure out if it's going to do anything?
Right. So is if I like place my hand on the boulder and then like melt a chromatic orb-sized hole through, would I have enough time to like dive through and keep running down the stairs before the boulder like falls inward on itself because it's missing its center? Or is it big enough that I can put like a reasonable sized hole? Because you said it's a big ass boulder, so like I'm assuming it's like 8 or 9 feet tall. So if I make like a 5-foot hole in the middle, just large enough that someone can dive through, like window size, like porthole window size, big enough that you can just barely go.
I get it. I'm just thinking of to roll it. Either I will let you do it and tell you what happens, or you can try to make an investigation or any sort of check again that would work in that situation. But that's the only thing I will make you do in this turn.
Well, I'm like the king of forced movement right now, so it probably won't fall, right? She's just gonna like. So the way I'm imagining this, she sees the corner, looks at the big rocks, goes fuck, puts her left hand out onto. Are there two on top of each other?
If I had to describe it, it's a bunch of boulders blocking down the stairway. From
Mhm.
what you're looking, it looks like it's a bunch, like 4 5 big boulders.
Okay.
One that's like really big, that's blocking the entry. Like that's the one that
Mhm.
is a problem, and smaller
And then
ones
the
that
other
have been
like
put around.
stopping you from doing it. Okay. So then she's gonna go and put her hand at like the center of the biggest one,
Mhm.
cast an acid chromatic orb, trying to melt a hole through it, and then hoping that it doesn't collapse inwards on top of her, she's gonna try and like dive through the hole she makes.
Okay. What's the damage usually chromatic orbs do? Because I
So
will
at
let
first,
you roll that.
like 3d8.
Okay, roll the 3d8 in that case.
We're gonna cast the spell because that's how this works. And we're gonna roll damage. Yeah, 3d8.
Beautiful.
That's not the worst 3d8 I've ever rolled. That's actually
Ah.
perfectly average.
It doesn't look bad. I don't know why it's not showing up in the chat, the damage. What was the number?
An 8, a 4, and a 1.
Almost
So
13 total.
Okay, 13. I set the DC to 12 in my head, of like, you would have been able to go through with 12. So I will say you managed to make this Cassandra-shaped hole in the middle, enough for you to pass through. And you dive straight onto the stairs. It is a stairway down, and you dive straight into the stair. We will resolve that on your next turn.
I was gonna ask if you wanted me to make an acrobatics to land properly.
We'll do that on the next turn, because I feel like putting acid and jumping in 6 seconds. Yeah, that is.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Calico.
I'm aware that there's stairs here, but like I also have a decent enough acrobatics because Mark of Passage, thankfully.
Ooh, nice, Aqua. Aqua is having a margarita now.
Oh
Fine
my
for
god,
me.
that's so funny, and you don't
She
know
got
why,
off
Aqua.
work.
Aqua is an alcoholic drink, let me tell you.
Oh my god, Aqua, I will think of you later on into the session.
Time for me to cause chaos.
You are about 30 feet behind Cassandra, which now has created a hole in what seems to be a stairway going down.
Mm-hmm.
And she dove straight into it.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So, is there like any gods or coast gods like close to me, like to a 30 feet? To a 30 feet around me?
Well, if you are not moving right now, there are 30 feet behind you.
30?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30. Okay. I can do something. So I can use something as a bonus action. It's a bonus action, so I can do this.
Mhm.
So I can do something which I'm gonna send it to you. It's
Sure.
If you see my character sheet, it's telekinetic propulsion, like propel. Telekinetic propel, which allow me to select a big or a smaller creature, like 30 feet around me, and they have to succeed saving throw, a strength saving throw.
Okay.
If they fail, I can like push them closer, or
I'm getting flashback from Cell. Sure.
I'm gonna use that against one of them.
What's the DC?
The DC. My DC is supposed to be like the DC of my spells.
You
my
rolled a
DC
15,
is
just so you know.
15. My spell DC is 13.
What? 13, right?
13, yeah.
Okay, I heard 30. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck did you do?
No, 13.
With the 15s, he feels... actually, would you describe how your psychic powers feel to somebody else?
Well, since he failed, I think he'll feel like something like this whole body being tickled, as if a force is trying to take control, but he's resisting. He's succeeding in resisting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what he'll feel, and
Okay.
you just see my character. You just see Calico, like, he didn't succeed.
Do you do
And
anything
so
else? Do you use your movement?
and so with the other movement in action, I'm just gonna because I don't know exactly what the chromatic orbs do. I don't.
You've seen that it has corroded into the rock, and she has dived
Yeah.
straight through the rock. That seems to be hiding an entrance somewhere, a stairway.
Uh-huh.
If you want to roll a check to try to figure out anything about this,
I think I'm gonna do my action to do that, and maybe with my movement enter the hole, if it's safe. Can I do that?
I would say you're 30. Yeah, you said you were 30 feet away from Cassandra. I said that, sorry.
you said
It
that.
would be your entire movement, and you would end up at the entrance.
Okay. So I do that. What check am I doing? Is it an Arcana check?
You want to try to figure out what the spell does?
I want to figure out what it meant and what the spell do. Yeah.
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Just let's go. That's a 16.
I will say with a 16, you feel the component of a spell that uses elements, and in this case it seems to be something corrosive, which you would guess would be acid. Would Calico know what acid is? I guess living being acid, but has he seen it before as a chemical component? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure too. So he's just gonna think to be. I'm just gonna like.
Why do you think Sully sends his regards? He's been DMing me this whole time and didn't realize we were in.
I think that once he'll understand that something that he's just gonna like use his movement and just not to get closer to the hole, but just keep running.
Okay. No, you would be at the entrance of the wall right now if you use your movement.
Yeah, but
to
I'm
get
just
up to it.
I'm just if you hold movement, I'm just going to like not to stand in front of the hole, but I'll be next to the hole.
Okay.
And that's end of my turn. Now I'm put there and end of my turn.
Wonderful. Rafael, you've seen that young guard that looked up to you and saw you. You can hear a high-pitched voice screaming and saying, "Oh my God, they're over there!" And the guard not buying it. What do you do?
Sage, what do I see inside first?
Inside, roll me a free perception check.
Perception check. All right. Let's see. Where is my perception? Come on, come on.
Beautiful. I like that. With an 18, you look around this, what seems to be a small potion or alchemy shop, and you see multiple vials across the room, but most of them... Are you good?
Momo is pinching me.
Oh my god. You see multiple vials across the room, but you can tell instantly from the way they are not... It doesn't seem like they have a shine to them, and I will say that's your perception that you get it from. You know those are just decorative and they don't do shit. However, you are behind the counter, and you see in front of you that there are multiple, I would say, vault chests? Lock chests that have inscriptions on them. What language do you speak?
Oh, fun. I think common and let's see. Where do I see it on Foundry?
It's on your character sheet on yeah, the first page on detail. Languages. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Huh?
You can speak Common, Elvish, Gnomish, and Thieves' it's at the bottom. Where you have your skills and your saving throw, you have armor, weapon, languages.
Oh, no. Okay, I see now. I see now.
You look at it and you see that in Elvish, one of them is written poisons on one of the chests, and on the other one is written miscellaneous. You get what I'm saying.
What? Sorry, can you repeat that?
Miscellaneous.
Oh, okay. I would like to. So that was the free perception, right? Not an
that
action.
was free. I gave one
Time
to
to
Cassandra earlier, so.
time to lockpick the miscellaneous chest.
Beautiful. Go for it. Roll me a Thieves' tool.
Oh, come on! That was almost a nat 20.
You start lockpicking this chest, and you can tell that it's gonna take you more than 6 seconds to do that, and that will be your action.
Alright. So we are level 1, so I don't have my bonus actions. Okay,
Yes.
that is the end of my turn.
Remulus.
Right here.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're
The other.
I think I've caught.
Sorry. Go for
You go ahead. No,
okay,
you.
so you are 60 feet about behind Calico and the hole that the strange woman just made, and the guy that you fell on straight up like ran into a house. The guards are like 30 feet behind you. No, they're not so far behind you.
You're dead.
Okay. Time to double time it. I'm gonna dash through.
Okay. In that case, 60 feet, you are now at the hole. What do you do? Oh, wait, actually,
Okay.
bonus action. Do you have any bonus actions?
Yeah. I do, but it's not exactly. So hold on, let me get the whole picture. So it's just like a cave, essentially.
What it looks like is usually a stairway that goes down into what would be a harbor or a port.
Okay. So a cellar-looking situation.
Kinda, yeah. So it's a wooden stair that is halfway down into the ground, and there is a big boulder blocking the entire entrance of it, which now has a hole made with acid corroding inside of it. Calico is in front of it, kind of looking at what seems to be the spell that caused it, and
Yeah.
you hear the motion of somebody perpetually, continuously falling down. Because they are being held up on their turn.
What about if I look up? What's above? Or is there anything above?
You know what? I've given everyone free perception check. Go for it. Roll me perception.
Okay. Roger that.
At this point, I should just use passive perception, but I feel like it's more fun that way. Okay, with a 14, you look up and you see smoke rising in the distance from what you know was where the feds were coming. And now you don't only see smoke, you see rising flames.
Okay.
Things seem to be hitting the fan really fast on the other side.
That doesn't look like protecting and serving. But if so, there's really nothing to climb then, is what you're saying.
Oh, my bad. I didn't get that. What you were looking for. There are multiple buildings, but the way they're made is kind of like archways, houses coming out of houses. Kind of like the image right now. So I guess if you had to climb anything, it would be, what would I say? An acrobatic or an athletic check, I'd say.
Okay. Because what I'm gonna give you the final say on this, because this is absolutely silly and not the intended use of the ability at all. But I was gonna see about using the chain as like an elevator.
that would give you advantage to an athletic or an acrobatic check.
Okay.
I will say you're too low level for me to let you do stuff like that straight away.
That's fine.
But it'll come up soon. Maybe.
No, I feel like the correct way to go is through this passage, so I can't right now, but I'm definitely jumping through ASAP.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, beautiful. I'll let you hit that button. And Cassandra,
All
how
right.
are we going to resolve you falling downstairs?
So I've been thinking,
Mhm.
right? You'd say that she dove through specifically.
Yes.
So,
You have not hit the ground yet.
ideally, she would tuck and roll, and try and land on her feet if possible, so she can continue running. Either that, or maybe like kick off the wall, in order to give herself more time to catch herself.
Noted. You would see that the stairs are too long for you to reach the ground safely. Are you trying to hit a stand on one of the steps?
Yeah, well, that's the idea, at least, that she
Okay.
would like touch down with one of her feet and then like push off, I guess is the best way to say, so that she can keep her momentum going.
In that case, I will ask you to
Intuitive
make...
motion.
Is it actually an ability?
Intuitive motion, that is technically the name of one of the racial abilities. Yeah, it's just the ability that gives her a D4 on acrobatics, and
Okay, in that
we change
case,
it to
I'll
three
just say
vehicles.
roll acrobatics straight and we will see what happens. Had the bonuses
Oh.
that you're supposed to have.
Yeah. So let's. I moved it too far to the side to have the little side panel. Love to see it. Acrobatics is at the top.
If it doesn't roll the d4, you can just slash roll d4 on the
Yeah.
screen. Oh, never mind.
Haha, it did roll. So I rolled max on the D4, thankfully. We love intuitive motion.
Beautiful. With a 14, you do end up with your feet on the steps. But it's not perfect. You kind of stumble down and you kind of end up on your ass a few steps down, but you don't take damage. And you have
Lovely.
stopped falling.
Yeah. So then she's going to spend half her movement to stand up. And if I still have an action, dash. Because we are just running at this point. Police are not my forte.
Okay, I will say with your movement easily, you fell down the stairs, you ran down. You are now at the entrance of the hidden dock, the hidden port, whatever you want to call it. This is an outlaw entrance to the city.
Lovely.
What you will usually see here is pirate boats, rowboats, numerous crates. Right now it feels awfully empty, except for what seems to be a rowboat, an old rowboat that is beached right now. It was seemingly getting repaired. There are also a few crates on the sides, which from here you cannot see what's inside. They are opened. The lids are on the side.
Doubt there's time to mend the boat because mending takes a minute, literally. So I've got plans. Thankfully, we know how to swim here.
Oh god.
So, I mean, you know just as well as I do. She's not a slow swimmer, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
I've discussed before.
In that case, I will say this is the end of your turn. Calico.
Yeah, we pressed the end turn button.
Calico is still intrigued by this whole, by these old things. And it's like, what the? In his mind, what is this? Do I enter? And do I enter this? Do I do something with this? he don't know. And I think there's Remulus next to him in front of the hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he looks at Remulus for a second, and I don't know if you understand if by his look he asking you or if he had to use like speech, quote unquote speech.
You look at Remulus and he just looks back with a 1,000-yard stare.
So my character seeing
Looking
that,
in two
Calico
directions
will
at the
just
same
cast
time.
we'll just cast
Precisely.
the cantrip message. And so he just message and with the message he just point at this hole, and just the message is, what's that?
In
It's
a
like a kid,
text to
like,
speech
"What's
voice.
Yeah, what's
I
that?
think
Sorry,
that's a way out.
Oh. So I think what he's going to do, he's going to, I don't know if he's considered this dick move, he's just going to gently push Remulus into the
Oh
hole.
god!
Just,
Wait.
and he's just
As a player, do you
And-
let him do that?
just
You're gonna save against push if you're not willing.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just-
gonna say he's too surprised to react, so he just kind of falls through.
Okay.
and he's just not pushing with sword strength. He's just a hand behind the back and gently pushing him.
It's a
You know, it's
gentle
not like-
push that makes
Yeah.
you just stumble forward, and then you have your hands on the steps on the other side and your hands on the wall. It's
Just
actually
look
a
away and-
tiny stairway. It's really
Just-
not that big.
He just do that, and I think what he's going to do after telling it safe, he's just going to use this time bonus action, because right now it's a staircase and then we run.
So
it's
far
like-
you really don't know. You've seen her go
Yeah.
down, but it's kind of really confusing what's going on down there. Like, you've been following those people so far. It's a stairway.
He looks, he's very like, he don't know, he's like, and he's decided he's taking the cat boy with him and in enter the hole. He's just gonna try and grab the cat boy and just go. It's like, no time to think. We go.
Got that football on him.
God.
Like, yeah, let's go. I don't know if you're willing to make me do that. If you consent to me doing that.
Remulus
The
is
Calico-
strangely used to people just kind of snatching him up and going, so yeah, he's cool with it.
Oh god,
So I'm just going to do that.
flashbacks.
You know.
Oh my god. In that case, I will say both of you are in the hole now. I will let you click on the enter thing.
I'm oddly used to picking people up now that I think about it.
Yeah. I literally remember Arcanist's last session. Like, literally.
Oh, I love just teleporting Lasso right in front of me. Like, where the fuck do you think you're going, sir?
I mean, it kind of saved my life this time, but actually, no, it didn't. Shit. I'm not crying. Rafael, you are picking
Yes.
this log. I will say, at this point, it has been more than 6 seconds. This lock is open.
Yay, what is inside?
Inside of the miscellaneous chest, because I know how to speak English, you see multiple potions with... what's your passive perception? Now I'm actually gonna play D&D rules.
My passive perception, where can I see that on Foundry?
It should be in the same place as the rest, but
Also
no,
just 10
because
plus
that's
whatever your
not
bonus
funny.
is. So if you know your bonus off the top of your head, it's easy.
It's 10 plus your perception bonus, no matter what, as Smaug said, so
Yeah.
it would be an 11. With an 11, you can quickly read in Elvic that one is called Flight, the other one is called Sleep, another one is called, let me remember that, Giant, and the last one is Grease. straight up grease in a bottle.
So, can you repeat that? Flight, grease,
Flight, grease,
giant.
giants. What was the other one that I said? Oh shit, my memory's bad.
Yeah, I forgot the fourth one as well.
Man, yo.
I cannot
That
remember for the
w-
life of me.
Chat, Aqua, what was the other
What the
potion?
fuck did I say?
Cat potion, that's what it was. Absolutely.
No, it wasn't the cat potion. It was grease, flight.
Man, I just.
Sleep. It
I
was
just-
sleep.
Sleep, yes. Well, I definitely grabbed those, right?
You grab all 4 of them. You can write them in your inventory.
And I guess we're moving on to the poisons chest.
Okay, roll me a tool. Thieves tool again.
Okay, let's hope for not the same outcome.
Same situation. You feel pretty much that it's gonna take you more than 6 seconds, but it's gonna open.
Can we just mention the fact that let's hope not for the same outcome and exactly
It's
the
the
same
exact
roll?
same rule, yeah. At this point, Rafael, you're in the midst of opening the second chest, and you see somebody swinging the door open. Hello? Is somebody here? We're the Ivory Coast. We're here to arrest you if you're pirates.
Hello? I would like lift my head up from behind the counter.
You see a young man, as I said, kind of your age. Actually, now that you look at him better, probably younger. In an Ivory Coast uniform, holding a bent sword. Kind of waving it around like a torch in the dark.
Greetings! Welcome to Rafael's Apothecary.
Uh,
Are you here to purchase something, maybe?
You're the guy that I saw in the window. Wait, do you work here?
Yes, I own this shop.
Deception check. At advantage, because the situation helps you.
Deception with advantage, guys. Let's go.
Now is the time where he hits 2 natural ones and we stop.
Shut up, you're gonna curse him. Oh god. Okay, 16. So, you shouldn't be here. It's... King Augustus has asked us to arrest everyone on the island.
What do you mean, arrest everyone on the island? What do you mean, leave my livelihood here, leave my shop, my baby?
Well, you're supposed to be at the capital for the festival. I mean, like every good citizen, or... I don't know.
I slept in, and all the ships departed.
The festival's been going on for 5 days. There's really been no ship?
No, only pirates! You should know that. Isn't that why you are here?
I'm sorry, sir. How about I escort you out of here?
Okay, just a moment. Let me grab my things first.
Okay. And
The lock is jammed. I just need to nudge it a bit.
Okay. I can wait. And in that case, next turn, we will resolve what happened. Remulus. You're inside of the hole. Cassandra is at the bottom. Calico is next to you.
Yeah. Are we... Just curious, are we in like a dark vision kind of setting?
There is the light from the hole pouring down at the perfect angle to see halfway down the stairs. After that, yeah,
Okay.
you're probably dark vision.
So I don't have to move on my own, so I'm not going to. But is there... I don't know, is there anything else to be done? Like a perception or a survival or anything?
I mean,
Maybe even
whatever you
just an
want to know.
insight.
Maybe just ask a question. I'll tell you what to roll.
Well, in typical Remulus fashion, I guess I'd be looking for hazards, but also,
Interesting.
well, that's pretty much it. Cause as
Investigation.
far as okay, because as far as looking ahead, that's kind of Cassandra's job. So I'll just do this and let it fall where it will. Not
Also,
so good.
Ariel, do you
7.
remember my rules for movements as 2 PCs?
Yeah, don't worry. I know exactly what I'm going to do with that
Okay,
bit of
beautiful. I'm glad you remember.
Uh-oh.
This is the second campaign you grab a character across the room, by the way.
Oh, I'm not gonna grab him. You know what I'm going to do next?
Oh god, I'm
Yeet!
Don't yeet the child, god damn it.
Yeet the child!
Remulus with a 7, you
Yeah.
kind of get the same vibe as Cassandra. Except you wouldn't really know what this is, you just know that somebody was barring the entrance. Wherever it's to make sure that nobody goes down that hidden way, you don't
Okay.
know if it's foul play, if it's actually, if that was that way initially and Cassandra just knew. Just as many theories that you have, there's none of them that
Yeah.
seems too plausible.
Alright, so that's it for my actions, but I'm also gonna kind of ask the room, wait a second, weren't there 4 of us? And I'll leave that open-ended to everybody else, but my turn's over.
Beautiful. Cass.
Okay, she's going to take off her eye patch and hat so that she can see better.
What do we
Shove
see
those in.
when she takes those off?
Well, she's got her back to everybody else, but
Oh, my bad.
she's not. Yeah, she's not really covering up anything other than a nice shiny red eye. And then she takes like a couple steps back and then dashes into the water and starts swimming, taking a nice long deep breath as she hits the water, her eyes fluttering a little bit as that feels so much better.
Cass, I will make you make a survival check that you wouldn't initially, but as being somebody that's used to that kind of water, please roll me a survival check.
Interesting. Okay.
That was so close to natural 20, oh my god. With a 15, you feel like there is something weird, as if somebody has put something in the water. You don't know necessarily what it is, and it's way too diluted to tell straight up the name of what its composition is. But you can tell that staying in this for too long, it might be bad. At least breathing that in
Then I
for
have
too long.
a very funny way to describe this. Has anyone ever seen like dolphins swimming near the surface where they're just diving up and down?
Yeah.
It's literally just that over and over again. But and
Okay.
she's not going slow either. She's got 70 feet of movement, and she is definitely using
She's
it.
a
It is the same as
fucking
her
dolphin.
speed.
Oh god.
She's dolphining. That's crazy.
How does
Higher next level.
Cassandra go that fast? Is there any way that you're justifying this?
So she's not herself swimming. Her arms are at her side. The water is the water around her is propelling her as she moves.
I see.
The sea itself propelling her.
Okay, I get it. Cool vibe. So what you are doing right now is where would you be intending on going? Concretely speaking.
The opposite direction of the feds.
Noted. I will say this just because it would be really easy to say right now because they are everywhere. Is straight up fleets of Ivory Coast sheep. Sheep. You get what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the animal.
Yeah.
Except that behind those now seemingly smaller ship, you see a huge. I wouldn't even call it a war vessel. I would call it an Iceland-sized structure that seems to be floating. The way that it looks, and the only way that I could describe this, is as if you put a stone fortress on a wood hull.
Yeah.
Which weirdly floats, but it's massive.
All I'm imagining, and I'm sorry if nobody gets this, is Die Gunman.
You could send
Well,
the
how many
image
people
in the
watch
chat
During
if
the
you want.
Gaunt, but just straight Die Gunman, but the water one. I don't remember what the water Die Gunman was. Let me see if I can get.
That's funny. Oh my god.
No, I can't find a GIF of Die Gunman. Hold on.
It's fine.
What?
I'll let you find it and send it when you got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sabrun was the water gunman.
I'll let
Do I?
you click on enter
I don't know.
and...
I completely forgot about that.
It's okay. It's a learning curve.
Yeah, I was halfway across my house talking.
Calico,
Yay, mate. So,
how are you
So now
moving
I'm-
2 people down a stair?
I'm in the hole. Is it a straight line?
It is a stairway down
Stairway.
to whatever the hell is down there.
It's just a stairway.
It's a stairway.
Okay, stairways. Okay.
Gunsen. It's Die Gunsen. That's what it was.
How can I do?
You've got the little dude next to you. He's waiting to see what you're gonna do. At least that's what I think he's doing.
What I want to do is, you know what I want. One of my feet.
Oh god. Sure.
But I want to do it safely, so I don't know. I need like an image. It's like a stairway. It's just going down.
It's going down diagonally.
Yeah.
It's a bit
And I
crooked
don't see-
because you can tell
and
that
I-
it was not craftily made, but it's there.
And I don't see the end.
It's kind of that awkward angle where what you think is the outside of it is probably in your angle of seeing the roof of the stairway.
Hell.
But you heard
just
water,
gonna-
like something diving in the water at the end of this.
So I'm just going to go down, like follow
Which
the
I
stairs.
actually
go
have a
down.
little sound for.
I'm just going down the stairs, and I still have the cat boy, and I have my idea in mind, but I'm going to use it late.
Aqua, I sent Ashe the I will be playing Arlock the Warlock Doorlock, and all he had to say in response was well fucked.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so Smaug, take away the legs and add a stone fortress on top, and that would be the vibe.
Yeah, that's why I was like less humanoid, but yeah.
Mhm.
When it comes to giant structures, this anime actually has a great frame of reference.
That's very funny. In that case, you are now at the bottom of the stair, I would say, with using
Yeah.
all movements.
Mhm.
You now
What do I
see
see?
what I described to Smaug earlier, which
Yeah.
is what seems to be a hidden dock, with some crates to the side, a small rowboat that seems to be beached, so that would be the equivalent of you see a bark and paddles, except it's on the sand. It's not like on the water. And the crates that I just mentioned are opened. You don't see what is inside right now because you are too far away. And far away, you hear the dolphin noises of Cassandra swimming up and down from the water.
Swimming?
She's straight up swimming, bro.
Yeah,
Okay. And where
we
the
want to
where
beats.
does she swim?
She is swimming straight.
the opposite direction of the feds.
Yeah, the feds would be like on the left to where you guys
I'm
are.
going-
Like you took a right. The main entrance of the port would be technically to your left. So the best way to get away from them by not just going back onto the island would be straight.
Okay, so I'm just going to take the cat. Just I still have the cat in my hand. I'm just putting
Oh,
like face to face. I'm like a look which is like saying, "Do you trust me?"
Remulus, do you trust this Triton?
I've known you for 30 seconds and I trust you with all my heart.
With message, I'm just telling him, Calico has two options. Which one do you want? Which one do Catboy wants?
The second one.
Wait.
I don't even know what they are.
So it's
Whatever
straight.
it is.
Have straight, like straight, really straight, in a straight line. Sage, you confirm that you said that the best
I
option
said
is doing
straight. Cassandra is booking it straight. Well,
Okay,
maybe gay. Well,
straight.
no, actually gay. Yeah,
almost yeah, but in a straight line, and he
straight.
gave me his consent.
The cat boy gave you his consent, which by
I'm going to
grabbing
use
rules makes you able to do that.
I'm going to use telekinetic propel
Oh god.
on him, and since I have his consent, I think I don't need a.
Oh god.
I think I need a saving throw. I can just throw him. Right.
I mean, you can also elect to fail. That's always a thing.
Probably not, though.
Can I?
I mean, if Miles is fine with it as a player, I will say yes, go for it. That's how the rules work in my universe.
Yeah, go for it. Do your thing.
Okay, so how does it work? I'm going to use a psychic dice, and I'm gonna roll it, and I'm just going to see at level 1. I think it's a D6.
Is that
Something
the
like
number
that,
of
yeah.
feet you can throw him?
I'm going to roll the dice, and the result of how many feet is going to be the result equal like 5 times the result.
Okay.
So
Big wolf in chat. Well, let's see it.
I just need to find if it's actually a D6.
It should be a D6.
I think
do I?
Because
I
it's
think it
one
becomes-
scare.
8-5, if I'm not mistaken.
Need to find. Do we have the what it's called? The PDF on like pinned. I think I'll need it.
I do not know.
No, okay, I'll have it. I'll find 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 it. I think that's it. No, that's not. Where? Is it on computer or on?
Oh.
Yep.
Did it again this time, lovely.
Strange. Quick, make it quick. Okay, it's on computer. Or do you have it? I don't know. Sorry, scarf moment. It's always like that. It. Why do I make myself do this?
That
Yeah,
is
to suffer
very
while on
funny.
stream. Okay, I found it. Yep, I found it. Yeah.
Woo.
Okay, so it's a. Okay. It's. Yep, it's a D6. Okay, it's a D6.
Go for it.
So normally I can just use this and do that. Normally
Why do I sound like a bridge gardener from Yu-Gi-Oh? Who?
it doesn't work. So slash roll D6 up 5. Normally it works. Up. I throw you 5 feet into the water.
Okay. Do you want to describe this, or do you want me to describe this?
Can I describe it?
Yeah, go for it. I
You
feel like
feel
you know
your-
what I'm
you
gonna
feel-
say.
You feel your body like out of your control, as if something. And I remove my hand, and you see like yourself like you float, and then you're projected far from me, further from me, from 5 feet, and the last thing you see is my expression, which is really disappointed.
Which actually feels like he just got you in his arm and you fall into knee deep of water. You haven't really moved that far.
And
Great.
the thing is, I'm disappointed, and it's a bonus action.
Oh.
So yeah, that's just a bonus action.
Are you
I use-
actually gonna use the grabbing rules now?
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get closer, put him on my shoulder, and I'm just going to swim with him on me.
Okay, there we go. Now you guys are learning the grabbing rules, which I use in my games. If two characters are willing, they can sync their movements to dash together,
Okay.
despite of the turn.
I'm your little dolphin. Or shark.
Oh, shark, because I don't like dolphins.
Yeah, because dolphins are dicks and sharks are
Cassandra is
better.
gonna die. How dare you? I'm joking. Calico,
Yeah.
will let you end your movement. Remulus, you are currently in the water with this Triton, unless Calico is keeping your head out of the water.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm making sure his head is out of the water.
Calico, roll me the
Second.
same survival check that Cassandra rolled.
Okay. Survival check. Why? Because there's. Don't tell me there's freaking fish.
Okay.
There's fish in the water.
I don't know, what are
Wait.
you?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, except from me.
Okay.
do I see
With,
fish
with
with
a
a knife?
9, you can tell something weird about the water. You can't tell exactly what, but something's off.
Okay.
Remulus, I will not make you roll because you're being forced in the water. I don't think you would tell. I will let you end your turn, and we're back to Rafael.
Yeah.
All right. What is in the poison's chest?
In the
Sage?
poison chest, you see 4 potions. One is poison. One is called poison for Mark's wife. The third one is poison in need of help. Quotes marks. And the last one is poison, but with 2 S's.
So 5 poisons.
What?
So five. You said 5, right? It was Mark's wife, poison with 2 S's, regular poison, and poison with quotation mark. That's 4. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what.
Math is good. Math is good.
Yeah, I agree, Alex. Math is good.
I will just grab those
Sure.
and then look at the dude who busted me. And I mean, who I tricked. He must be very tired, running from pirates all day long. Correct.
No, we're not running for pirates. We're arresting
Not-
pirates.
You were running and arresting pirates all day. You must be quite tired,
We
aren't you?
just got here like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but you've ran all the way from the harbor to here. At least I can offer you a drink. Come on.
I'm not supposed to drink on the job, sir. I mean,
Oh, I meant a glass of water or some tea. Not alcohol.
I really shouldn't. Roll me a perception check.
Persuasion.
Yep. Okay.
Not one. Wow.
With a natural 1. No, sir. I mean, if you're talking about us running, you should have seen the training grounds. Yeah. The. Have you met the vice admiral? That he is not one for laughing. He's.
Oh, I can imagine. You must be new, I assume.
Oh gosh.
You seem quite young, just like me.
Why do you ask?
Hold on.
I mean, I can clearly see it on you.
Is that a problem, sir? I promise I can escort you back to the main ship with no problem.
That would be fantastic, but do you not wish to advance in your ranks? I have intel on where they are all gathering.
You mean the square?
No, I mean where the pirates are fleeing from you.
He's gonna at the moment you're saying that, he's kind of gonna look outside. I will let you make an insight check. That's the second one. Oh god.
Dude.
No, really?
That's the second one in a row, bro. Whatever you do next, be very careful. You might get a third one. Okay, so you look at him, and he's got a face.
Like everyone.
Fuck you, Ariel. In that moment, the kind of look that he has, where he looks kind of worried, it reminds you of someone, and whatever just happens next is kind of drowned out by the memory of that person. And
What?
you see him look outside, and that moment, his young face kind of reminds you of someone. And by remembering a memory of that person, which I'm not naming for clue reasons.
Yeah.
And that flashback takes you away from what he's currently doing. So you actually don't even see what happens. You're in your thoughts, and then he looks back at you. So we should get going right now.
One question. Where were you 6 years ago when this happened? When pirates were again here? Where were you? Why were you not here?
It's 6 years ago?
6 years ago. Yes.
I wasn't Turin.
Not you. Your whole group. They did nothing.
You mean the Ivory Coast?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I quite follow, sir. What are you talking about?
Never mind. Let us go then. But are
Oh,
you sure
yes,
you do
please.
not want something to drink before?
No.
And I can tell you where they are all gathering, so you can go tell your commander.
You can tell the commander himself directly. We really need to go. And he actually like looks down at something on his weapon, and looks back up at you with urgency. We really need to go, sir.
Why are you brushing so hard? Where are you hurrying?
Because they're invading an island?
Sir, there are pirates all around the island. At any moment, some could come over here and attack us. I really need to get you to safety. And at this point, he's gonna come up to you and try to pull you.
Calm down, calm down. If you are rushing and not calm in these kind of situations, you're gonna get yourself killed.
I fucking love you giving him morals. Sir, I promise, it's not a question of rushing. It's a question... Fine, they put something in the water. The island's gonna be frozen. We need to get out of here.
Wait, what?
Fucking damn.
They want to lock up the island, and they put something in the water. I need to get you to the main ship so we can get you off the island before that happens.
Okay. I'm coming. So that's the rush.
Yes, please. As if you are finally following him,
As soon as I'm out the door, I'm telling him, "Did you hear that?
what?
The sound, screaming. Seems like someone is injured." And I point behind the buildings, through an alleyway.
It... Okay, let me do something. Okay. He is going to look at you, and points towards the direction of the square. And he is going to give you a little piece of paper. I'll go check it out. When you go see one of the other guards, give them this.
Yes, I will.
Okay. I'll check it out. And he runs over to that alley that you showed.
Yep, and I run where I'm supposed to go.
Okay.
Not to the guards, but to where the initial plan was to go.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna end initiative here because in that case nobody is in direct chase. So Rafael, you run towards that place and you find the Hidden Harbor's entrance, which has now rocks in front of it for some reason. And there is some sort of acidic substance corroding a hole in it. You could go down there easily if you wish to.
Yep. I'm following that path.
You run down the stairs, and as the others have seen, you see the rowboat that has been beached, the crates that are opened, and in the distance you would hear some splashing. Which at this point, with the Triton swimming speed and Cassandra's swimming speed, you guys are getting fairly, like, I would say, 100 feet away from the island.
Okay. Cassandra the whole time is thinking, this is going to be so awful for my reputation. Like...
We'll get to that later. Don't worry.
Everybody has seen me and recognized me. This is going to make my life infinitely worse, just like everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
She's like, I guarantee I'm going to be blamed for this. Somehow, some way, it's my fault.
Yep. So, Rafael, what are you doing?
Good question. What am I doing? Let's see. What can I do? Let me check.
You could try to investigate all the things you've seen so far. You could look at whatever the guy has given you. And I mean, I just gave you 4 portions, bro. I don't know what I don't know what you're gonna do with those.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drink the potion of sleep and go to sleep here. I'm just gonna.
That's so funny. Actually, that's funny.
I mean, it's far, so flight might work, I guess.
As long as they don't shoot you out of the sky.
Are you downing the potion of lights?
I am.
Okay. Roll me a con saving throw.
No, that's the worst way to start a potion drink.
What did you do to me, Sage?
You haven't been in my games. You that could mean anything, bro.
Yeah, well, be happy it's not a mystery potion from Permanent and Melody.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, Ariel, put up the stat block right now.
Invisibility? That sounds hilarious.
What, you want the table
I want the
roll
mystery
for the...
potion stat block right now.
Okay, coming right up.
It just sounds like a crazy wild magic table, but for a potion.
No,
It's a 7.
No, it's not for that. I just want it. Just send it to me
Okay,
right
just
now.
want...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that will have been so fucking funny because I just saw what the 7 meant.
Are you sending
Like
it
this.
to me in DMs?
Yeah, DMs and also computer and
It's fine. My phone is fine.
computer and phone. And for people who want the table roll, you can have it, but it's in French.
You're not giving access to me? How dare you?
What? Wait. Oh
Either
yeah.
way,
Wait. Shares? Yeah,
um,
shares.
it's a foul potion. It tastes disgusting. Whoever made this, you can tell why their shop is run down. They really don't have the ingredients that they're supposed to. And you can tell that your stomach is not liking this. But as you start feeling sick, you start levitating. And in some way you can tell that you can control how you're levitating. But however far you're gonna go, if you go too fast, you feel like you're gonna hurl. Which effectively, if you're using full speed, you are gonna take poison damage. If you go half speed, you should be fine.
I'll speed then because I cannot take any more damage.
Yeah.
I would be dead.
In that case, you start flying off the island, and I am gonna go to another scene because I feel like it's pretty. That would have been the port usually. On a good time, on a good moment where everything is fine. You start flying off really slowly off the island, and most of you that would be looking towards the main island would see this giant ship connecting to another ship, who's connecting to another ship, who's connecting to another ship. They have planks between all of them, and eventually one of them is directly onto the harbor. And you hear screaming, mostly of people who are swearing death and curses to
What?
the Ivory Coast. The Ivory Coast.
What did you say?
Mm-hmm. What? Swearing death?
Oh, did you? Okay.
Cursing
Swearing death and
upon-
curses. Curses, okay?
Yeah, curses.
I thought you were saying swearing death in cursive.
In cursive. Oh yes, I would like you. I like for you to die. No, they are saying
Your
fuck
mother
you.
is
I want you
practicing
to die. How
coitus
dare
with
you
your
be?
father.
How dare you do this? I will have your family on
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Stuff like that. I'm
But
not
it's
saying
always
them
funny when
as much because I respect you guys' twitches.
Average angry pirate moment.
Yeah, they are not happy, and you can tell, especially Rafael, from where you are, that it seems like most of them are shackled, and most of them are trying to like get away, but they are being led onto these boats, and eventually onto the big one. And it wouldn't be hard to guess that the big one is a sailing prison.
Can we get like a sense of how long these ships are?
What do you mean?
So like from where we're approaching, if we were to go like under or over it, how far would that be?
From you or
From like tip to tip of the ship.
okay? The normal ships. I remember the stats. It's like 130.
Okay, so 2 rounds, not including down and up.
But from you, knowing that you have flown away, you have sailed away from the islands, 100 feet. At this point, you would be at like 170, something like that. You
Yeah.
would be closer at this point to the giant, the sailing bastion
Mhm.
than the other ships. I would say you're like 100 away from it.
How do we calculate how long you can hold your breath in D&D again? I don't remember.
I think it's your con. Something like that. Okay, let me think. I don't remember actually.
Wait, guys, I'll be back.
I think it's like jumping speed
A
rules.
number of minutes equal to 1 plus their con modifier, according
Yeah.
to... But holding your breath while moving halves the duration.
Yeah.
So, let's see, what is my con mod? It's probably high. I think it's tied with my... So, 2 minutes. That's probably more than long enough. Cassandra is going to take a nice big gulp of air and then dive under, because apparently they might be roofying the water, which I'm not here for. A, disrespecting the ocean, how dare they? B, that's just annoying.
Definitely.
And she's trying to like go probably 10 feet below the big ship, so how far down that is, and then however many feet remaining she has forward. That way she doesn't get torn up by barnacles and shit.
You're speaking about the fortress, right?
Yes.
Okay. You are trying to go below the fortress, and it would be
Yeah,
like
about 10 people.
yeah. It would probably
And
take
I
you
think-
1 turn because it's 70
Okay.
deep into the water with how heavy it is.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's a full round, and then
Yeah.
60. Yeah. Okay. That's my plan.
I guess you're underneath it. You guys are free in initiative. If anyone else
Okay,
wants to do
I'm back,
anything,
I'm back, I'm
especially
back.
Calico. Welcome back.
Okay, what did I miss?
You missed.
We're diving under the massive fortress that they're imprisoning everybody on. I think that's
Okay.
all we've got for that
Yeah,
so far. Description.
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, if you want to hold your breath, it's 1 minute plus con mod, and then if you're moving, it's halved. So
Me?
Yeah.
that's just the rules for holding your breath in general. Apparently, I had to
I
look it
can
up.
breathe underwater.
I wouldn't recommend it in this
There's
water.
something weird in the water, and you both can tell because you're sea persons.
Oh.
That's why
A nice
Smaug
gulp
is
of it.
thinking of
That's
it.
nasty.
The only character
what
that
is-
knows
what
what's
is-
going on is Rafael.
What is a little meth in your body?
Oh
It's
god.
It's a good thing.
Oh no.
I love the little guy!
Everybody loves Remulus, no matter the universe. Um,
I love the little guy. I don't know why he got wiped out of the last universe he was in.
no, don't say that. Don't say that. It's not true. The last universe was Witchlight. That's what I'm saying.
No, the last universe was Pam, and I saw what
oh
happened to
no,
him.
Pam, that was a while ago.
I
Okay.
saw what happened to him, Sage.
Vaporized in an instant.
Actually, no.
No,
he
let's
got
say
teleported
let's
in
say
that
okay.
one.
It's literally okay. It's literally off the session, but in the other campaign of Sage, we literally find your dead body moving in the haunted tavern. So
Whoa.
It's not the dead body. It's the remnant memories of Remulus.
okay, that's the ghost of the Christmas past.
Oh god. Anyways, Calico, what are you doing? You still got the catman who is half drowning because you are sailing this guy into the water.
So I'm with message. I'm just gonna tell him like, mount me as if I'm a surfboard.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
I guess I'm standing up.
But that we.
Okay, roll me either an acrobatic or athletic check because
Okay.
that is wild.
And also, I'm just gonna use my action to
Gosh,
double
what
my
are
movement.
those rolls? It's really hard to hold on to. Sometimes you have to kneel down and actually hold on to him. But
Yeah.
you can feel like like not standing, but like kneeling, kinda, you can actually
Mhm.
do what he's saying and stay above water.
You're surprisingly good at this. I still, I still trust you, but your methods confuse and terrify me, sir.
Also, I have to know that I use my action to dash and like double
Okay.
my distance.
Rafael, you're floating behind those guys, which now
And
you are
yeah, and
seeing
also so
very clearly. There is a catman in the water. You
Building
I
on the water.
recognize that thing. There's the thing that fell on my head.
Yes, pretty much, yeah.
I think they're-
Yeah, I'm just changing course towards the fortress.
Okay,
Towards
sure.
the ship.
In that case, Cassandra, what are you doing below the fortress?
And I'm holding the paper in my hand
Oh, okay.
that
I
I got.
did. So 80 down plus 80 up is 160 depth. And then you said the length of the ship was about 170 from where I am. So
That
she's
was
gonna
for
go.
the small one, but yes.
Well, that was the big one, more or less, because that changes the math a little bit. But I think we should still be, or I should still be fine to hold my breath.
Sure. Go for it.
Because with what I currently have, I was gonna go an additional 150 feet past it before resurfacing.
Oh, you're trying to
Anyways.
go past the ship. Okay.
Yeah, I'm literally swimming under and past, and then coming up.
Okay, in that case, you are going onto the fin side. Like it's not facing you guys, so it's just like the side of it. It wouldn't be that much. I'd
Okay.
say like 70, something like that.
Oh, okay. Then we're gonna just make it 250 so the math stays the same.
Yeah, you'd definitely be able to
But it
go
would take
underneath
about-
it and on the other side.
Yeah, it took about 1 minute and 12 seconds for her to go down, under, past, and then back up. So she still has like 48 seconds of air
Okay.
in her lungs before she can take before she needs to take a breath.
Okay.
But she would be resurfacing in that time to catch her breath.
At this point, I will ask all of the magic casters, even Arcaster, to roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, yay, Arcana. I'm not good at this.
Oh yeah, it's time. Let's time to do this shit.
I don't know. Do I count?
I don't know. I don't know why
if
I'm
you're an Outcaster.
Yeah.
Because I
What
don't.
caster?
I mean, I have abilities that I cast technically, but I'm not like
I would say Spellcaster, so I don't even know if Calico would count.
Well,
So-
I'm
Psyon is a
Consider-
wind caster. I know that just because they do actually have spells
Yeah.
and spell slots.
right. Okay.
well,
that
I'm
makes
consider on Foundry. I'm consider a full spellcaster.
In that
So I
case,
think
we'll
I am.
just go with the rules. Cassandra, I would say that you're too distracted to feel this. Calico, you're feeling a magic surge below you. And it would
Well,
be it would be easy to see after what is going on, but this is kind of a magical warning that you would feel with your connection. About 100 feet more away from the island.
Watch out for
Let's say 200 feet from the island, towards the coast, you can feel that there is something surging. That there is something that is currently charging up. And I will tell everyone that is in the water right now is feeling a drop in temperature.
Oh, do you need a reload?
So when you say drop in temperature, like, are we talking like near the ocean floor temperature, or how cold are we talking?
Think of you're taking a shower with like normal temperature, and somebody suddenly, somebody is turning the water on in another room and it's suddenly cold. That's the only that's the only way I can explain it. It's like suddenly the water is like
Okay,
super
so-
cold, like you can feel it.
Cold. Okay.
It's not freezing cold, but you can tell like it's cold.
Yeah. Well, she's been swimming in 2 degrees Celsius water before, so it's like, oh, that's a little nippy.
I guess you wouldn't really notice because you are going underneath the ship and there are cold currents sometimes underneath the wave.
That's also true. It's like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like cold in the ocean already.
I would say the others would notice it, and the Arcana check is kind of fucking you over. Guys, get out of the water. It's no
I'm not
longer
surprised.
fine. Oh my god, I love you, Aqua. I love that song. Oh my god.
That's those skills that I've always been like. That's weird that it's an int skill, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But-
it's weird. It's really weird, but I guess they were going off
Like,
wizard and
wisdom
sorcerers.
is also an int skill, but the religious casters are wisdom casters.
I don't know. It's sus.
It's like Arcana. Okay, it should be spellcasting ability for that, in my opinion.
Mm.
And religion should be int or wisdom.
Ariel, could you check your DMs real quick?
Guys, get out. The water is no longer fine. The water is definitely fine.
I love that
What's the
song.
worst thing? I'm gonna drown, Aqua? Huh?
With this information, do you guys wish us to do anything?
Think I'm holding steady. Just trying to bail.
What DMs? I do not see any DMs.
Oh shit, did I say Alex? I was meaning Ariel. Ariel, check your DMs.
Yeah, I know. I'm answering.
Okay, good. I got a message on good authority that you need to do that. And I will ensure it happens, okay?
Yeah, look at the answer.
Okay, good. I will not beat your ass in that case.
Yeah. But no, literally, that if the thing happened, I'm just going to disappear and go back with food.
Okay, sure. In that case, does anyone wishes to do something in reaction to that fact?
Also Sage, saucisson.
Oh my god, yeah. Send me some.
So you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna eat some.
Sure. Remulus, you are feeling a drop in temperature. That is not good. Rafael,
That
you're not
can't be
seeing
right.
this, and you are kind of lower in initiative than the others. What do you wish to do?
I already said that I'm flying towards the ship.
Okay.
Towards
I'll say, for the sake of gravity, at this point you are starting to get closer to the ship, and you see a man on the side of the stone fortress that seems to be guarding it. Just look at you, look away.
I'm waving the paper in his
Yeah,
face.
he makes a double take, and then he looks back at you. How is that guy flying? Sir, what are you doing?
I would like to try to land in front of him.
Yeah, I guess you would be able to. He has this kind of long, barreled, weapon of sorts. And at this point he's debating whether to point it at you or not. It's kind of pointing at the ground right now.
Don't point, I have papers.
At this
I'm
point,
yelling as I'm descending.
what are you, are you a pirate?
Hello. No, I am an apothecarist.
I guess that would explain the flying. You said you had papers, and at this
Yeah,
point you
here.
land in front of him. He picks it up, reads it, and then shoves it into his own pocket. Oh, I see, sir. Here, follow me.
Follow you where? Isn't this the ship we are going to go with?
Yes, but let's not stay on the outside. And he kind of makes a little sly smile. It's about to get cold.
Yeah, I heard that.
He goes. He takes the stairs and takes you down to what seems to be like the third level of this apparent fortress. He opens the door and you see a big resting rooms with like a ton of tables, crates, barrels. If you guys need a good mental image, you guys see the boats in Monster Hunter, the first one? Where there was this big room where people eating
Yeah.
and barrels. It would be that kind of room.
Excuse me, I've been a bit injured. Is there something that maybe could heal me?
Oh, yeah, so, and he's gonna go grab a medkit, and I will say that whatever the others decide to do right now, he will be currently, using first aid on you, and will, give you back your HP.
Hallelujah, I'm not on the verge of death anymore. Since the start of the session.
Ooh. I'm
All you
not a
have to do
pirate, I'm flying a fucking carry. Bro is Owl from Owl Moving Castle, guys.
Can you just limit break SMH?
Uh-huh. What?
Nobody here plays FFD20.
No.
Aqua gets that. That's a joke for Aqua.
Okay. So Cassandra, at this point you're on this other side of the ship. I don't know what Calico's doing, so whatever. I will let
250 feet away. She restarts to grab her breath. And checks if she's like not like full on turns around, but like checks over her shoulder to make sure that she's not being followed by the feds.
Right now they look more concerned with people currently walking towards the fortress. People chained up. You see some beats, some big meaty guys coming up. They're literally like just chained up, and some of the ivory coat seems to be holding the chains down. And then afterwards you see like 4 drunken dwarves were just walking in a straight line with somebody with what seems to be a flute behind them. It's weird.
She just says out loud, "Oh yeah, my reputation is never gonna recover after this."
Beautiful.
So she doesn't have the ship yet, right? That's what we said.
Yeah.
How'd she get here then? I guess she swam. That would make the most sense, actually.
What we agreed was she wouldn't have come here with the ship, because, well, exact reason that just happened. And it's a fair swim away from here, but you would be able to get there.
Right, then she's gonna start swimming in that direction so she can sail in the opposite direction of these people too.
Noted.
So she's like adjusting course instead of just straight booking it. She's still dashing as she's swimming, mind you.
Is Calico
She's
still
moving.
here?
I am.
Okay. You felt the drop in temperature. You felt the surge of magic below you. Remulus is on your back. Remulus has felt the drop in temperature as well. What are you guys doing?
So, do I see the boat?
Which boat? There's a lot of boats. As I said, they are doing a line that leads towards the fortress where
Like the
people
boat?
have been taken as prisoners.
Do I can see like Cassandra? Can I see Cassandra heading to a particular boat?
You saw, if you were looking on the water, that she dove under the boat and she is booking it. Like, she's going into a straight direction. She kind of did an 80 to the left.
Okay, so
She submerged as a submarine monkey and then popped back up as a buccaneer.
Yeah.
okay, so how far I am from Cassandra?
Smaug, how much distance did you make from,
So from the side of the boat, where we said it was 70 feet across, she went 250 feet before coming back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
She went straight under and was like, okay, most people can't hit a range of like 150, but just to be safe, I'm gonna go a little bit further.
Guys, this is a weird episode
My
of
luck.
One Piece.
My luck, it'll be they'll fucking nail me head like right between the eyes.
Hey,
So
Aqua,
let's.
you're not ready for the last scene of this session.
Mm.
I'm joking. I'm not bringing up Golden
Well,
Rogers.
I'm still
No, but I'm
well,
gonna bring JoJo's here. Golden Experience Requiem.
So I'm just following Cassandra, so I guess I'm doing what she's doing. I'm just making it to be sure. I'm just going to use my action as dashing. Dash.
Mhm.
And just follow.
I mean, as
follow
long
her.
as you have like a +2 to con, you should be fine. Because that was the main thing, is I had to calculate how much or how long I could hold my breath for while
Oh,
moving.
how long? Oh yeah.
It's 1 minute and 12 seconds is how long you need
Sage,
to be
I
able.
forgot to ask as he was escorting me. Did I manage to count how many ivory coats are around
In this room that you're
in the ship? I mean on the way
on the
it
ship,
took me.
bro.
Not on the ship, but like the way he took me. Like how many did I see?
He took you down a level because he was waiting on the, kind of the balcony on the side of the fortress. You didn't meet many people, more like a few guards that were standing on the balcony. So I would say on the way down, like you took
I don't understand.
70 feet, about like 3-4 guards. And right now in this room, like this place that you're in, you're alone with him. But I will go back to Calico and Remulus because I really want to resolve what they do.
Yep, I was just asking the question
Yeah,
because
no
I forgot to
problem.
ask it before.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let me just see. Let me just see my con.
Yeah,
Am I-
that's
I get that.
the important bit here is you don't want to drown. So.
Well, I think the more
you-
important. I think the more important is to ask the cat who is on my back, like literally
That
on
is
my
also
back.
important to
Yeah.
ask. when con
Because the
modding.
thing is, I don't. Because the thing in con, I have just a +1, but I think I can like, maybe sometimes just. The thing is, I can breathe
You can
underwater.
be on this
But
for
it's all,
like 2 rounds, so I don't think 2
You
mouthfuls
could
of like.
also breathe the water, Ariel. Why are
I
you
know, but
listening
I'm-
to Smaug? Like,
Because
just
you're telling-
drink the
because-
funny water.
The thing is,
The meth water.
what I'm telling you is, I'm just gonna use the fact that I'm gonna hold my breath, but if sometimes I can't, I'm just going to, and then, I'm just going to breathe and then hold my breath again, just to limit the breath I can take.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just do that. But
I'll keep that in
I'm
mind.
slightly worried about the cat. How are you, Remulus? What's your con?
I got a +3, so I
Okay,
should be
you're
fine
fine.
for a
You're
little while.
fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, the same as mine. You're good. You could do
Okay,
it for
well-
another like 45 seconds.
Yeah, but the thing is, he don't have to hold his breath until I like plunge because he's on my back. He can breathe. I'm just going to signal him. I'm going like a, and so hold on tight, Remulus. Here we go.
How
I've
does
always
he
wanted
know
to be
your
a diver.
name?
Wait a damn
I saw,
second.
I saw it through your bed. Through your bed.
Oh my god, I love that.
You think
So-
that message, that when I send you message is just to like tell you something? No, I saw what you did.
I saw what you did, Remulus. I saw what happened in the carnival. I saw what happened in the mine.
Yeah.
I saw what happened
I
in
saw- and-
spades.
And that's not a joke because I have the VODs. I literally know what you've done.
Oh, that's
Oh,
funny.
God. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but
That's true. That's true. Literally, I have
oh,
one.
the
and I have
pods.
it
I
right.
thought the
The
pods. And the pods
the
was
VODs.
a really weird way of saying you have the memories of someone.
No, I have the VODs. The VODs. The V.
In that case, we will resolve the situation in that way. But first, I need to change the music real quick.
Uh-oh. He drank the Kool-Aid.
I mean, hey, if it's just 2 sips, what can go wrong?
Did you see what
A lot.
happened when he downed the bottle?
Yeah.
Also, if you're taking in enough to like give you another, you had a +2, 3 minutes of full air not moving, minute and a half moving, that's still a good amount of air. Or
Well,
a good amount of water.
the thing is, the thing is, when I think about it, I don't think we have the same speed in the water. So I think maybe I'll take less
What's
time.
your swim speed?
Well, the thing is, I literally can use my full speed on water,
Me too.
like underwater.
And I have higher base walking speed because of Mark of Passage.
Okay, so how many do you have?
I have 35, dashing 70.
Okay, yeah, you're slightly faster. Okay,
So it would actually take you longer too.
yeah, a little longer.
What happens?
So that was with 70. So
Just know, cat boy, that I can always propel you.
Yeah, sure you can. He remembers the 5-foot throw.
What happens
You'll see.
to
One day you'll see.
the three of you
Yeah.
is not a result of Calico inhaling the water. Because as he does, he still feels the static in the water. The magical static that as you come out from the other side of the boat with Remulus,
I'm
taking this deep breath from having to go so deep and go back up this fast. Cassandra, you're still booking it, but at that point, something calls you to go to the surface. Something deep inside of you, a deep connection that manifests in a mark.
oh god.
Tells you to go straight to the surface.
She like stops mid swim and propels herself up like a torpedo. Just kind of like pops out of the water, like 10 feet in the air.
By the time your head reaches out of the water, almost the perfect timing, a lot happens. A flash of a deep light comes from below you, and instantly you feel everything freezing around you, the three of you. And Rafael, from one of the windows of the fortress, you see that poured water, which you've known almost your whole life, is now a giant mountain of ice.
Encore.
Shut up!
Sorry.
Shut up! I don't want to hear a word from you. You see that it is now a giant.
He would just look
Mountain of
out,
ice.
speechless. No words coming out from him. He would just stare blankly, like in terror, basically. Mentally writing down the Ivory Coast as another enemy of his.
And as this man heals your wounds, and you are now back to your full strength, Calico, Remulus, and Cassandra, you find yourself blinking from the surge of magic, the sudden frost, and this overtaking of magic makes you lose consciousness. But the last thing you see is hearing a few men walking on the ice and calling out to other people. And that is the last thing you see as your eyes close. And
Not again.
where we end the session.
I have to say that technically Calico doesn't hear the man. The only thing he hears is Sonic drowning OST.
God damn it.
Because he has a cat
This
on
would
his
be
back.
the first time she's fallen asleep
He has-
deep underwater. So
Yes, yeah, I mean that's nothing for me, but the cat, I mean,
It's not Yapiko. And it wasn't Yapiko the first time around. Oh my god.
look, she's woken up on the ocean floor before. This is not that bad.
I will say it. How the fuck do you call the spell? Ah shit, let me check. Isn't it freeze or froze?
Coma?
No. I don't remember the name of the spell. But basically you're frozen in ice.
I have
That's 1 degree colder than the bottom of the ocean.
just in case. I have
Yes,
cold
Smaug,
resist-
you are awake. You get smacked in the head by somebody with a
by a
mace.
chair.
Actually, you know what,
Yes,
Cassandra, this is not the end of the session. You actually
Oh.
withstand this cold, and contrary to the other two, actually, maybe the Triton would actually stay awake as well. But as your eyes are open, but you are stuck in this ice, you see ivory coats coming up and calling out that there are people trying to get away, but they got caught in the ice. And what happens next is you get bonked on the head really hard and you fall unconscious.
They dug a hole in the ice just to bonk me. How
Oh
dare
no,
they?
no, your head is out is the only way that you're alive. That's what I was saying.
Hmm.
Well, how does it work for? Wait, but how does it work for if I'm frozen? Like
Because I
frozen.
said that you were looking out of the
Okay.
water, looking back. That's why I said that everyone had their head out of the water.
Can I do one last action?
Last thing she says was knocked unconscious. Like, I'm never gonna get away from this
Just one
fucking
last
place.
action.
What?
Can I?
I don't know what you're gonna do. But no matter what, you know that it's set in stone.
Minor illusion. I just want to make a sound.
Sure, go for it.
There.
And I also will do one last thing, ask the dude one question.
Rafael, you can. Go for it.
Do you know if Bloodgale is here?
The man's... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make him roll a history check. This might change everything. Just so you know. I didn't think this was gonna happen. He kind of looks at you confused and he just nods no.
Do you know someone who knows if he's here?
We're gonna all run them up into the fortress, so I guess we can tell you in a few hours.
So be it.
And this is where we officially end the session.